Okay, morning everybody. Not sure why it's not allowing everybody to log on to the morning briefing. Either way, it'll go on YouTube fairly quickly after this. So I'll do the briefing and see how it goes. Yeah, high pressure's building today. Come over us overnight. And we're now in this sort of easterly flow with the centre of the high pressure over sort of Scotland area. Down over us, you can see the isobars slightly closer together, so it'll be a bit breezier on the south coast, down in that area from the northeast. Pressure's gone up quite noticeably overnight, 1,028 over us, and that remains here certainly for the next 24 to 36 hours. So over the next 3 days, we'll have high pressure and easterly flows over us, and it's pressure starts to reduce later in the week. So what are the TAFs saying? Farnborough 020, 8 knots, and the BBC was suggesting that sort of direction. Don't think they described it as breezy, but you know, a moderate breeze today, all day, and initially broken at 1,200 feet, which is probably what we've got now. It says becoming scattered at 2.5, and that'll go up during the day. Gatwick are saying the same thing, sort of scattered 3,000 feet. As the day goes on, cloud base will go up, certainly higher than that later in the day and the afternoon. Upper winds are generally 10 knots, 040 over most of the country. A bit stronger, I think, down through here, possibly 15 knots over Kent, along the Channel area for today. And the sat pic, well, it doesn't really show very much. It just shows the low cloud at the moment, around 1,000 feet. It'll slowly burn off as the morning goes on. Look to the infrared sat pic, and there's nothing showing there. So that's all clear. Temperatures, I should think, going with what the BBC was suggesting, 22 degrees in and around here, certainly along the south coast, 22 degrees, maybe a little bit more than that, even 23, suggesting here. So that seemed to be, temperature-wise, the best area. And dew points, most places around 13 at the moment. But it was sort of saying that, well, certainly the predicted data, that dew points will be down about 11, 12 along the south coast. But inland, the centre of the country, dew points coming down to about sort of 6 to 8. Hence why it's looking actually like it's going to be blue in the middle of the country and cumulus down to the south. Soundings, this is over us in the afternoon, say dew points about 9 to 10, and playing in those numbers, you can have cloud base around 4,000 feet with 21, 22 degrees, cloud tops about 5, top meteo suggesting later with 23 degrees on the coast, cloud base could be sort of 4,500 to 5,000 feet down in that area. And then looking further north, this is the sort of Bicester Buckingham area. You can see the lines are much further apart, and thermal tops probably with 21, 22 degrees, about 4,000 feet, but no cumulus to speak of all day. So, you know, definitely by the predicted data, it looks like it's going to be blue further to the north of us during the day. The actual Larkhill sounding, shows reasonable amount of moisture up to about 5,000 to 6,000 feet, and then the lines start to come apart there. So plugging in those numbers, we're looking at the same sort of thing, 3 to 4/8 cumulus, bases about 1,300 to 1,400 meters tops up around here, 1600 meters. So around about 5,000 foot tops, maybe up to 6 if we do get the high cloud base down on the south coast. Top Meteo, it's a habit of signing me out, unfortunately, rather quickly. So Top Meteo are showing at the moment (9 o'clock) UTC or 10 o'clock local. We've still got the lowish overcast cloud around about 1,000 feet. And then as the morning goes on, that burns off fairly quickly. And then we're sort of by probably midday scattered cumulus and blue in places, and you can see it's forecasting blue north of us. That goes on for most of the day. Down on the south coast, cumulus, and into sort of Sussex and Kent, cumulus in that area there. Thermal tops, as I suggested earlier, by sort of 1 o'clock local, it should be going to 3,500 feet, and then gets better, 1,500 meters by early to mid-afternoon. Certainly then down on the south coast, you look at 1,600 meters down here till late afternoon. And again, in the middle of the country, north of us, 1,500 meters, so 4,000 feet plus. So should be a good day, folks. A little bit breezy. Top Meteo suggested distance for standard class gliders, really anywhere south of Oxford. Breezy down over us, good down on the south coast. Okay, so airspace wise, not really a lot going on. I'll run through all the bits notified here. Number 5 is just Southampton's hours of operation. Number 10 is radio transmissions, high intensity radio transmissions from Boscombe down. Nothing to worry about. 14 is the Salisbury Ops not offering a crossing service. 12 is us, Lasham's competition, which is NOTAM. Number 19, the ATZ has been activated at Fairford. So there's obviously some U2 activity going on there. Number 20, near Nymphsfield, is Aston Down, the Junior Nationals and the Regionals. 26 is Dunstable's Regionals. So very quiet, and certainly down on the south coast, all you've got is the temporary danger areas across the channel here, which are up to 1,200 feet. So fairly quiet in terms of NOTAMs. I'm just going to flash up another slide to remind people about the prices for aero towing. During the comps, so launch fees during the competitions, reduced price aero tows for winch current pilots, £16 to 1,500 feet, max of 3 launches at that rate per day. What's the definition of a winch current pilot? You've done 3 winch launches in the last 90 days. Less than that, you're probably not a winch current. It's designed for people who regularly winch, who can't this week because we've got a competition running. Training, obviously pre-post solo or check flights also get the £16 rate. So that'll apply, and I will annotate the log sheets with the appropriate signature for those people who qualify for that. Just another safety point, and I'll have some pretty pictures tomorrow. Lots of gators parked in amongst the cars at the clubhouse. Please, can you leave the gators on the grass, just the other side of the perimeter track, and not park them amongst the cars, because someone parked a gator incredibly close to my car yesterday. As you can imagine, I was fairly upset. when I saw it, it won't take much for someone to turn the wheel the wrong way, and I've got a scrape down the side of my fairly new car. We've had at least 4 accidents with gators in the last 3 or 4 years, hitting club members' cars and other vehicles. So we are aware that this is a bit of an issue. Keep them on the grass. That's where they're designed to be operated. Okay, that's it, folks. So start emptying the hangar, and we'll see you out there.